I cannot believe it. I am in some kind of shock. But they're here. They're finally here. Good morning, everybody. Random Andrew here. Welcome to the Daily Random Vlog. There goes a truck. I just thought I should start out this vlog before I even brush my hair, before I even wash my face, the literal beginning of the day. Look at this. Like, my hair was slightly damp when I went to bed last night. No, I can't even run my hand through it or nothing. I haven't brushed it yet, like I just said. But look at this. It's getting to the point where my hair is just, it seems like a real pain in the butt until I get the brush through it, until I get it pulled back. I'm almost gonna say I'm tempted to cut my hair soon, but I've sworn that vow to not cut my hair until I get to Norway. Now, if you guys know a little bit about history, you know a little bit about the correlation, the connection between not cutting my hair, a hair vow, and Norway. And if you want to know more about that, maybe I'll do a vlog explaining this whole connection between the hair vow and Norway. I just choose that is when I would decide that I would cut my hair, if I were to ever cut my hair. Not until Norway. Not until I get back there. Not that I've ever been there. It just kind of, to me, it feels like a home that is calling me that I have never been to yet, and there is a name for those things. I just can't think of what it is. But that is where I feel that calls me the most out of this world. Out of all the places I've studied a lot about South America, Asia, all throughout the old Russian Federation, the USSR, Britain, Australia, New Zealand, but all the places that I have studied about that I crave to go to, and yes, those are all on that list. Oh, I almost forgot Scotland. Don't worry, Scotland and Ireland, I did not forget about those two. But no, Norway, I have to get there. Some way, somehow. You don't understand. It's very hard for you guys to understand, unless you're me. But in that case, let's get a start on the day. I'm working on a shopping list. Alright, I'm making a list this time, because I always forget stuff. And it's really hard to do this one-handed, so bear with me. I know I need, let's see. The challenges of writing with one hand. Garbage skills. So, okay, this is something else that happens, and I'm kind of glad I'm recording this so that you guys got to witness it. I was thinking skills, as in one-handed writing skills, and I just wrote skills without even trying. When I meant to write, it happens. It really does happen. So, you know what? I'm just going to make my list, and then we'll head out. There you go. That is a mint vet, something that's been cared for. Can't see the license plate from here, so that's good. But that right there, folks, is what I think Leroy started life as. If you don't know who Leroy the Savage is, then you haven't been paying close enough attention in the video, because that is what it started as. Leroy was a Corvette that a YouTuber by the name of Garrett Mitchell, Cletus McFarlane, more famously known as, got one that was a reclaim or a salvage, and they went to work with it. They say, you know, I say a lot, you gotta work with what you got, and boy have they done some work with what they had. So yeah, a green vet back there. I don't know the exact year of it, but you know they weren't my favorite year of vet when it comes to the racing simulators. Never drove one, but I can say that the new vet is not even close to being the same car as that vet, the new C7. Nothing like it. But first, dang it, this is what sucks. We get traffic this way, then we get no traffic this way, but there's no way I can cross in time to go this way. But we're going to make a slight detour over to Mission Thrift, formerly known as Bible for Mission. If we time this right, I can go. See? No cars. No cars. Sometimes you find cool stuff in here. Like a couple weeks ago, I suppose, somebody was saying there was a few sets of RC tires, and they were actually decent RC tires, and I totally missed out. So I'm gonna go in and have myself a look. So this is the area that Ethan and I were last night, and I'm gonna try and get over here and record this real quick before the phone dies. We started finding this ditch area. See it? Oh, no wonder we were getting stuck. Okay, phone's about to die, so I gotta be quick. These are the ditches that snapped my axle. Oh yeah, we're talking big time tractor there, Ethan. No wonder I broke an axle, but that's a nice crawl right there. Get a bit of mud in that and holy jeebus. But now that all the weeds are all starting to die, you can kind of see more terrain that we could put to use up here, all along this whole region. Awesome. Okay, back to the shopping mode. Out on my travels, and guess who I found? I was walking past like this and I'm like, hey, that's Hef's car. And seriously, it is the only one like it in town. There's no mistaking it for another. And he's the only one like him in town, no mistaking him for another. We just stopped and we're talking cars, RC stuff. We're gonna get his Merv Overkill out again real soon. Might have line on a Garmin GPS unit, so I'm gonna check that out today. And then before any of that, I've got something to unpackage and show you guys that finally came in. Always good bumping into people, you know, when you're out and about. Ah, dang, I lost my chance to go. I gotta play in traffic here, folks. Kids, don't do this at home. Oh, you know what would be, you know, St. Thomas, what would really kick butt? It's probably just full of wind right now, so, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try and say this, but I know there's probably a ton of wind right now. What would really kick butt here in St. Thomas, along this corridor where the tracks used to be, is a walking bridge going from one side to the other. And then continue the path right from one end of St. Thomas all the way down there to all the way down there. Like it used to be. Out of the wind a little bit. Can you guys see how much these straps are like pulling into my collarbones? There's a lot of weight in here, but you know what? There's always a way to get her done. This is it. It's just walking and carrying or riding the bike, carrying a backpack full of stuff. And you know, when you're driving along with people and they see somebody loaded up like a pack mule, or they've got a bike with a trailer on behind it and that's loaded up full of all their groceries and everything they've gone shopping for. And you hear some people that'll snicker, joke, and make fun of said person for the only way they can get their things home, the only way they can get the job done. And I honestly, I'm sorry guys, but I cannot partake in making fun of somebody for the only way they have to do something. So, you know, if anything, give that person a little extra room and think to yourself, could you do that if you were them? If you didn't have that vehicle and you didn't have the means and ways to accomplish it, could you really do what they have to do to get the job done? I don't think so. I don't think a lot of these people that I've heard joke about these kind of situations or poke fun at it. I really don't think they don't have it in them to accomplish those feats. And this backpack is getting very, very heavy. For what we've been waiting for, what I've been waiting for anyways, for a very, very long time. The opening of the long-awaited package. These won't do. It's not officially mail time unless we have some snips. So, get out the trusty snips. Very, very carefully. Come on, don't fail me now, tin snips. Open the package. Come on. Do it. There we go. Ready? Ooh, there's the tires. And the rims. Look at those. Those are bright yellow. Ready to be painted. Ready to be glued. Let's get these out of here so you can actually see the tread pattern. Pretty cool. They call that a fish scale pattern. So, those will be on there. I'll glue them, and then we will have some testing to do with the Merv. But outside today, it looks like we're expecting some rain. So I don't think we'll be getting to test that quite today. But at least they have finally, after 3 months and 1 refund of waiting, actually I think it was more closer, July 11th is when they were shipped. So July to August, September, October, we're now into October. So close to 4 months, yeah? That's a lot of waiting, just for a set of tires. But the main point is, I now have them. So before I go and mount these tires, glue them, you know, put the foams in, glue them, do all that fancy stuff, I'm going to do a couple layers of black metallic. I don't have any other colors that would really suit. I could do them red, but they're going on Merv, the pink bastard. I don't have any pink paint for the rims, so yeah, we're just going to stick with this. Pretty simple paint. Get those done, get them mounted up, and hopefully if it's done before the end of the vlog, I'll show you guys what they look like. But I still don't think we're going to get to do any testing today. It's drab, it's dreary, and it looks like it's going to storm. So, we shall wait, we shall see, because there's other things to test as well. This is a Garmin Nuvi. It's a directional GPS, but it also records speeds and max speeds, and it's all radar. And it's not actually that big, it's not too heavy, weighs less than a battery, but it's still going to be more added weight than I needed. It's not quite what I'm after, but I mean, I was owed $10 on an internet fee, one of my neighbors who buys access to my internet. Not that much access, but you know, enough so they can check their things, stay up to date on social media. But he didn't have any money to pay me the rest of it, so he traded me this. And it actually works. Looks like it's good. It acquires all its satellites. I'll just have to figure out how to mount it to the car, and it might give me a little bit better reading. It's better than mounting the phone to it. That's for another vlog, though. Alright, a little bit of progress. I'm not doing them really ultra fancy or anything. So I just threw that couple quick layers of black on them. Might wait for them to dry right up and then be able to put one final coat just to make sure I didn't leave any of those spots showing through. But they are just, you can hear they're a cheap plastic, so I'm not expecting a whole lot. The other problem I'm having is these tires are obviously directional, and I was wondering what should be the appropriate directional travel. I'm thinking this, actually, that's the top of the tire going forward. So that would be the forward rolling pattern, I think. I don't know, what do you guys think? What do you think? Finish that project up tonight, and not much else doing. There is this. I picked this up, it's $4 at Dollarama. Quadradollarama. And this is why we have tin snips. Makes the job a lot easier. It is a miniature GoPro or GorillaPod like tripod. It's got this little. Oh, I hope that one's supposed to break. I barely pulled on that. That's supposed to be for releasing this guy. Oh man, did that just happen? Okay, that's fixed already. See? You just slightly pull it out, just enough so you can lift that out. But I don't think that's supposed to come out with it. I don't know, it doesn't seem right. Either way though, as the stand that I need it to be, with the adjustable flexi legs and all that stuff, we'll see how well it turns out, how well it works for us. Here are all 4 of the tires Yeah, I know, hand painted. They don't look too bad. Mounted, glued, and surprisingly, fairly well balanced. I don't really know. I'm not too fond of the balancing apparatus I've come up with. Yeah, there's a little bit of glue spillage somewhere on one of them too. I forgot how thin it was, but you know what? It'll wear off. So there's all four of them painted and mounted on the rims. And here they are mounted on Merv, the pink bastard. But I'm starting to think maybe I should do the inside of the paint as well, like the inside of the rims, so they're a complete blackout. Or maybe, I was almost thinking maybe red, but no, I'm thinking black. Because they really do stand out. And just set this on here roughly. Yeah, they're not near as wide as the last set of tires like them that I had, but you know what? They'll do the trick. They actually, eek, they actually stick out pretty far. But we'll see, we'll see. It looks so tiny from far back. Keep in mind, the back isn't pinned down, the front's not pinned down, so that's more like it there. Yeah, I don't know, might need a wider body by spring. Really thinking so. The Merv's pink bastard body's getting kind of weak at certain points. But nonetheless, it's going to do really good with those. And here's a camera that I just resurrected this afternoon. It's a Canon PowerShot A470. It's got autofocus and all that fancy stuff, but the thing is, it's probably older than half my viewers. It's not too bad. I did a test film with it earlier just around the house just to see how the playback looked. Here's my cat, chewing on that. That tastes good, buddy? Nom 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 nom. Is it good, buddy? And I think I'm gonna film the rest of the vlog in it and let you guys be the final judge on whether I should use this for filming or not. So we're gonna switch over right now. So I was just looking up some of the settings on this camera itself, and I think it's at best 480p. But I thought I'd humor you and film the last little bit of the vlog with it. It's a Canon. I don't know. It didn't work the last time I tried this camera, so I'm just kind of glad it's working. It might be one of those spare cameras we bring with or carry around just in case something else fails, which we're prone to failures with cameras. I would like to get one of those GX7s. It's a small little one, even has a flip out screen on it, but phenomenal footage. These are all things I look at and dream about, but can't afford that $400 to $600 price tag. Ouch. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Even for a used 70D, Canon 70D, and those are really nice for filming, for taking pictures, just like a good all-around artistic version of a camera. I gotta admit, Canon's really nice equipment, but you know, that's still $400 used. I can dream though. Can't we all? Gotta dream, gotta think positive. One day I might have one, and when I do, I'll really appreciate the hell out of that camera when I do. So anyways, to end on a positive note, that's not positive. I was gonna say it ended up raining. Yeah, so we can't drive RCs tonight. So that's not really a positive thing. But you know, mail came today. Got those tires finally after over 3 months of waiting. New axles should be in soon, and we'll install them the second they come in. I'm going to do the tear down, showing some of the cleanup that I got to do with Clifford to get those in there properly, and yeah, and then the going back together. So that should be an interesting process if you've never seen an axle upgrade on a bigger truck like that. Looking forward to it. Want to remind you guys about hashtag random shoutout. Please don't forget, if you want a shoutout, down in the comments section below, hashtag random shoutout. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate your support. Think positive, stay positive, keep a smile on your face, and we'll see you here tomorrow. Good night. Vlog over.